Listen to Kovai Vani. Enjoy the podcast by our enthusiastic young residents. Kovai Care is the best place to retire.
Good morning to all listeners. This is Sridharan from Kovai. In today's podcast, we bring to you the thoughts and emotions shared by one Mr. Rajan Raghavan, who has been in the US for more than 4 decades.
Hello, my name is Rajan Raghavan. In the podcast today, I want to address a familiar topic, which is the challenge of taking care of the elderly, especially by people who are overseas. While this is a familiar topic, there are sometimes very unexpected challenges and situations, which is compounded by the distance. Each generation has tackled this issue from different vantage point. My own generation has its unique issues and a challenging set of factors. Chief among them is the distance. And the second is the split responsibility of taking care of the family overseas as well as the aged parent in India. Balancing these issues, especially in times of unexpected and uncontrollable external factors, such as the recent pandemic. Let me illustrate this with my own personal story. My mother died in 2020 in Chennai during the height of the first COVID wave. My father, to alleviate loneliness, moved to his house in the retirement community. The stress of the loss of his companion, a long-time companion, and moving to a different city immediately caused his health to be affected. And he was admitted in a very serious condition to a hospital, in this case in Coimbatore. At this point, all of the country had been shut down due to the COVID situation, and everything was infinitely more difficult. Luckily for me, there was immediate support from my uncles in Coimbatore and also the extended retirement community family. However, on a more intermediate term basis, a solution had to be found. My own sister, who was in Chennai, was battling her own life-threatening illness and could not travel to Coimbatore to take care of my father. The situation seemed hopeless. I was based in the United States. There were no flights to India. And in desperation, I wrote to the Indian embassy. To their immense credit, a stranger, a person named Lavanya, responded out of the kindness of her heart and took a lot of effort in arranging my travel to Coimbatore by the Vande Bharat flight. Various other government organizations stepped in to help, and this without any influence or any other external prodding. I did get to Coimbatore under all these challenging circumstances and spent 7 months to help my father recuperate. And also, at the same time, my sister worked herself back into good health. However, as I mentioned earlier, the challenges that an NRI faces is the split responsibility. While I was in India, my wife developed her own health issues here in the US. Luckily, my adult children were able to step in and help. What this whole situation taught me is that one is able to cope with these type of incidents largely with the goodwill and support of a lot of different people. Otherwise, it becomes very, very hard. The episode told me that kindness of stranger, luck, family, government help, and persistence, all of that mattered. Having a local family support matters. Having extended friend support from the retirement community. A supportive spouse matters who, in my case, in spite of her health issues, encouraged me to do the right thing and stay in India. And finally, having the financial wherewithal to be in India for 7 months and not having to work also was very important. This is just one of the many situations that NRIs have to deal with in the context of taking care of their elderly parents. In the next episode, the next podcast, I will address probably a different topic on the challenges faced. Thanks very much.
Thank you and stay tuned.